Welcome to 2K. Sports bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Siakam looking around. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now Prince, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Here's Giannis. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Pass to Halliburton. And the three off target. Here's Milwaukee now. Here's Lillard. Another shot. And that one's good by Giannis.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss. And then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Now, here's Nesmith. Here's Nembhard. Indiana again missing. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Lillard with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
The Bucks with a quick start to this game. It's a 5-point game. Bucks passing it around. On the wing, Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Defensive foul.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Here's Lillard. After Indiana gets the three. 2 points. That one goes. Lillard's got 5 now.
And just putting his entire offensive imagination on full display. What a smooth release from Lillard.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
Well, to me, this is about chemistry that Miles Turner has with his guys. He just times that alley-oop perfectly.
That's a 2 from Lillard. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Siakam, good.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo into the lane. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Kuzma outside. Pass to Lopez. Second shot opportunity. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Here's Halliburton. Covered by Giannis. Siakam for three. It's hauled in by Giannis. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
And he gets the bucket. Siakam's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Prince outside. Nailed from three-point land.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Jrue Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Here is Lillard, following the three-pointer by Siakam. And that one's good, Lillard. Lillard's got 7 points.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Pass to Green. Back to Lillard. There's 1:17 left to play in the first. Softly drops in the floater. He's got 9.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Siakam with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Pass to McConnell. This one for 3. Prince grabs the miss. Bucks leading by 6. Here's Lillard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 11 points for Damian Lillard.
Oh, smart idea to set up Lillard, a man who knows how to score.
Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McConnell. The 3 sinks the triple.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
And here's McConnell. Fires for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Milwaukee. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looked... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen from Milwaukee?
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Look at Porter going into attack mode, getting his shot and a trip to the line.
The Bucks shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls. They've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Mathurin, good.
Well, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Pass to McConnell. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Now Halliburton. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Giannis. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Back to Halliburton. Pass to McConnell. And here's Halliburton. Lock at 6. Toppin can't get it to go. Here's Antetokounmpo. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Pacers trailed by 9. Halliburton is doubled. On the wing, Walker. Indiana again missing. Now has a chance to add to their lead.
If they get into double digits, that would make it a huge hill to climb. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Lillard from outside. Toppin pulls it in. And it's Indiana's ball. Loads it up for Halliburton. And stolen by Prince. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Halliburton with the steal. On the wing, Mathurin. Unloads from 13. It's good. Mathurin's got 7 points in the game.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Giannis. Nifty move. Not that time. It's off now, shooting 7 of 10 from the floor. Down low. Indiana again, turning it over. Milwaukee leading by 8. Lopez outside. Pass to Lillard. "14 feet away, and again the Bucks miss."
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time important? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Here's Giannis. Giannis dunks it down.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
On the wing, Walker. Oh, good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Lillard outside. No good on the triple. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 7. Here's Toppin. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The Bucks making a switch here. Pass to Siakam. Shoots over Kuzma. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 9. Here's Lillard. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. 16 points for Damian Lillard.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Nembhard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Lillard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
Boy, smart decision from Kuzma right there. Skilled getting the basketball to his teammate. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
They kick it out to Green. Milwaukee.
Yeah, and you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Prince. Lillard outside. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Lillard's got 21.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Out to Kuzma. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lillard with it. Mathurin picks him up. Lillard misses. Pass to Nembhard. On the wing, Mathurin. A three-pointer off the mark. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And stolen by Lillard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Bucks. And so it's Milwaukee finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. That'll be a 5-second call. Pass to Nembhard. Misses the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the Pacers, Doris, last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Pass to Nesmith. And the three ball is good. Nesmith has got 13.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Giannis outside. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trailed by 12. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here are the Pacers now. It's a 14-point game. Here's Siakam. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Nice move. It's Giannis throwing it down.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Nembhard's shot is good.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
That's a 2 from Lillard. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trailed by 11. Pass to Nembhard. Offline with his 3. Lillard outside. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And it's sent back by Turner. Back to Giannis. Clock at 4. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Milwaukee leading by 13. Here's the 3. The rebound by Turner. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Halliburton for 3. Connects from three-point range. Halliburton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, leading by 12. To the paint, and stolen by Siakam. Here's Turner. Good D by Lopez. Prince, right side. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Assisted.
And it's 7 points for Taurean Prince.
Well, Taurean Prince making the jump shot look easy right there. Boy, is he confident.
To the middle. Here's Lopez. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Halliburton outside. There's the triple. The rebound by Prince. Bucks leading by 16. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. It's going to be on Siakam. The Bucks have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. On the free throw, no good.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And it's Mathurin missing.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
A shot by McConnell, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Three-pointer. That shot misses. Bucks leading by 17. Here's Giannis. Count the basket. Giannis has got 28. They double-team Siakam. Pass to McConnell. Here's Toppin. And the rejection by Giannis.
Substitution on the court.
At the elbow, it's Siakam. Back to Mathurin. Cans it from downtown. Mathurin's got 10 points.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Here's Livingston. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Mathurin. Back to McConnell. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. And so it's Milwaukee in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Now, here's Toppin. Pass to McConnell. Back to Toppin. The kick out to Walker. Halliburton for 3. Green with the rebound. Bucks leading by 16. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Porter looking it over. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Can't connect from short range. Pacers trailed by 19. Mathurin for 3. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. On the wing, Green. Outside Porter. And Green gets it to go.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Halliburton outside. And Indiana, another three.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Jarace Walker.
Personal foul.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to Mathurin. Shoots over Kuzma. Indiana again missing. On offense, here are the Bucks. It's been 8 unanswered points for him.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. 3rd minute of action now gone. Here in the 4th. Chalk up 2 there.
How about the craftiness on the drive by Tyrese Halliburton? This guy's ability to adjust when he puts it on the deck is something else.
Antetokounmpo. Walker with the rebound.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
A shot by Nembhard, no good.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Indiana moving the ball around. Fires the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Here's Giannis. Driving to the basket. And he can't jam it through. Over in the corner, Mathurin. And stolen by Kuzma. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And they pick up 2. Giannis has got 43 points.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Got a hand on it.
Boy, impressive defense from top and tries on the pipe. Send it back.
Halliburton for 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 22. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Walker with the rebound. And it's Indiana's ball. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo.
Timeout.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Well done. The Pacers break your dance crew.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Shepard. Banked in off the glass. Shepard's got his first basket.
Boy, the passing of Tyrese Halliburton. You've got to love to play with this guy.
Lillard outside. .149 left here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
First free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Halliburton drives in, and the shot goes down.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
He's off on the first.
Kevin Porter Jr. 2 shots.
He's off on the second. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Turner high post. Pass to Shepard. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Outside, Green. And it's sent back by Turner.
Well, how about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oh, the lob to Trent. It's stolen by Shepard. Pass to Turner. Kicks it out to Siakam. Puts up a 3. They get it again. Shot's good by Turner.
And the D getting outworked on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Puts it up off the inbound, and Lillard lays it up and in.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Halliburton for 3, and the miss. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And the Pacers start out with the ball. Pass to Halliburton. Siakam for three. Washington grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Doris, you look at the youth on this Pacers roster. Plenty of upside moving forward.
LBA, there is no doubt one of the strengths of this team is the chemistry of the young pieces you just referenced. And remember, this group plays a unique style, the fastest pace in the league, one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. A ton of fun to watch this Pacers roster play together.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Pacers making their last shot. Inside. Outside, Williams. On the wing, Thompson. The three is up. Rebounded by Halliburton. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. It's good.
Yeah, great work on the interior. Halliburton, easy work inside.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Williams from long range. Again, the miss by Dallas. Indiana on offense. Pass to Nembhard. Let's go with a three. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession. Here's Halliburton. Off target from outside. Pass to Christie. Back to Marshall. Fires the three. Rebounded by Halliburton. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray. Halliburton's got 5 points.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Nesmith. Here's the three. Halliburton, no good. Here's Christie. Good.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Mavericks trail by 5. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Williams. The three from Thompson. Drops in the three. And it's all knotted up.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catch has defined Klay Thompson.
Washington with the ball. He's picked up by Nembhard. Pass to Thompson. Back to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Washington's shot is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And the Mavericks making a change here. Here's Halliburton. He's got 5. Nembhard outside to end the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, B.A., because whenever he's out there, there's this steadying presence he brings. And that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute. Well, yet another selfless play from Miles Turner. Pretty pass to his teammate.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 9, T.J. McConnell.
The Mavericks trailing. Thompson outside. Pass to Marshall. Outside, Williams. It's Powell on the wing. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I'll tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
Here's Nembhard. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Dallas. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Marshall. No points so far. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The 3-ball. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Shoots from the baseline. Marshall can't hit.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Pass to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. He buries it from 3. Nembhard's got 8.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Thompson outside. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it. Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Washington. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. Over Powell. There's Nesmith with the 3. Powell pulls it in. Dallas leading by 3. 32 seconds left in the first quarter here. And here's Thompson for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Now this is his comfort zone. Klay Thompson beyond the arc. Such an easy look right there.
Nembhard outside. On the wing, Nembhard. Shot clock at 5. Siakam, that's good.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
To the middle. And Powell with the stuff.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Dallas on top, up 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go.
26.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Shots good by Mathurin. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
Misses the 3.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Pass to Powell. Now here's Dinwiddie. Back to Powell. And he converts the layup. Powell's got 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
The very definition of a stretch 4. Toppin is a knockdown shooter, so vital for the spacing to his basketball team.
Indiana making a switch here. Dallas leading by 3. Pass to Edwards. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the contest. And Dallas making a change here. Now here's Halliburton. 5 points in the game. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Dinwiddie outside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
McConnell from outside. Dinwiddie with a rebound. The Mavericks leading. Outside Edwards. Back to Dinwiddie. Two shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Martin. Sweet little floater.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Now Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, you love it when Thomas Bryant tries to finish with power. Forget about try. He does it. What a pretty dunk.
Here's Dinwiddie. And he drops it in from the low post. Dinwiddie's got 6 points.
in terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game. No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Edwards. Halliburton with a steal. It's 2-on-1. And he lobs it up.
Boy, Pascal Siakam, much improved as a playmaker. He can score it or create shots for others.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. Dallas leading by 6. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Nesmith takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Improving his passing is going to be key for Mathurin in the NBA. Looks like he's already on that path.
Here's Christie. Give him 8 points now. Clock at 4. Marshall with the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And here's Siakam for 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Marshall. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's an 8-point Dallas lead.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Nesmith. And he gets the bucket. Nesmith's got 6.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Williams. Deflected. Pass to Nembhard. The 3 is up. Thompson pulls it in. Dallas leading by 6. To the right side. Oh, Klay Thompson with the bounce. Get up, Klay.
Well, get off your feet and send it home, Klay Thompson.
Oh, got that one up quick. Give him 8.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Pass to Washington. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
Dallas ball.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Pacers trail by 5. The 3, Mathurin. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Well, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Out to the right wing. Here's Christie. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Nesmith with it. Now Thompson defending. And Nesmith gets it to go.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go. It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Siakam with it. Gets it off. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Benedict Mathurin has been leading the charge for Indiana. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And Williams has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Here's Siakam. Haliburton outside. There's the triple. And Pascal Siakam gets a 3. Siakam's got 11 points.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Then it's Williams off the drive. That one falls. And the Mavericks lead by 2. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, Tyrese Haliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal. I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. There's Nesmith with a 3. And Dallas with possession. Right wing. Here's Christie. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 11. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
And here's Turner from the arc. Washington grabs the miss. Williams on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 4-point Dallas lead.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Siakam. And the layup is good off the glass. Siakam's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, this is part of Pascal Siakam's growth, the willingness to absorb nightly responsibility to score the ball.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And the foul on Tyrese Haliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Thompson. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Well, you're talking 6'11" and big-time length. Send it back, Mr. Turner.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. A 3 off the inbound. Christie with a rebound. The Mavericks leading. You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, B.A., that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first strength.
Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
To the paint. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. A nice shot by Haliburton.
Almost like he was sneaking out to the corner. Haliburton is not someone you can lose.
Pass to Washington. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Williams in the post. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Tyrese Haliburton. Dallas shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. The free throw drops for Williams. Pacers trail by 4. Nembhard outside. There's the 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a 3-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Thompson right side. And it's off from 3-point range. Pass to Haliburton. Lets it go from deep. Mavericks with a rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And here's Washington. Turner covers. And it's Washington missing. Three-pointer Mathurin. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Indiana leading. Now Turner, still without a bucket. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
I'll tell you, for a big man with his length, Miles Turner shoots it well from deep. This guy outstanding at spacing the floor.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And so it's Dallas with it. And Dinwiddie, here we go. A shot to stop the run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
You know, when Spencer Dinwiddie is attacking, he gets these kinds of calls. Simple as that.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. Pacers leading by 4. Pass to Nembhard. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Marshall. Here's Dinwiddie. 7 points in the game. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Washington outside. Dinwiddie outside. Uses the glass on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 9. Here's Mathurin. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And right now, Mathurin is on a roll. This young guy continues to do whatever he wants.
Indiana foul. Andrew Nembhard.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
And he sinks the second. Indiana leading by 3. McConnell right side. And he drives in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. McConnell's gotten his second bucket. Here's Dinwiddie. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, this is a point guard who can flat get off the floor. Dinwiddie using his vertical to his advantage.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Mavericks trail by 5. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Dallas shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He misses the free throw.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
Pass to Walker. Back to Siakam. From deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Washington left side. Here's Dinwiddie. Shoots over McConnell. Nails the baby hook. Dinwiddie's got 8 points in the quarter.
You can see he's starting to find his comfort zone, and there's a rhythm about what Spencer Dinwiddie's doing right now.
Exum outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. For the tie. And he lays it up and in. Dinwiddie's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Pass to Mathurin. This one for 3. He can't hit that time. It's Martin on the wing to take the lead. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Obi Toppin.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to McConnell. Connects from downtown. And the Pacers lead by 2. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Dinwiddie left side. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Edwards. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
That is nicely done by Spencer Dinwiddie. Just getting the ball into the hands of a shooter.
Walker's shot is off. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. They've led by as much as 10. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Dallas.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
Here's Mathurin. And it's in there.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Exum outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Lays it up and banks it in.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And here's Toppin from the arc. Foul pulls it in. The Mavericks lead by 4. Down low. Here's Edwards. The Pacers pull it in. Three-pointer Mathurin. Edwards pulls it in. Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Powell. Outside Edwards. That three's off the mark. Outside Walker. Toppin with it. Buries it from 3.
Well, big men like Toppin need to shoot from range, and he's showing he's got tremendous touch.
Now Exum launches it. And no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
Three-pointer. Another 3 for Indiana.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance. What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
And Allie, thanks.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, but what Tyrese Halliburton is showing you, the versatility he has at the offensive end.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Williams. Hey, expanding his range. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last. Miles Turner comes up big in such a big-time moment. All right, Miles, we see you.
Over to the wing. Thompson left side. Outside, Williams. 5 on the clock. Shoots it from the high post. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Mavericks lead by 1. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
The rebound by Nesmith.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Stolen by Siakam. Up top, Nembhard. Pass to Turner. Fires for 3. Drains the triple. Turner's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you just love how Miles Turner goes right up with it, right? No hesitation, catch and shoot.
Washington's shot is good.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
There's a minute 40 left in the 4th quarter. Halliburton, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And so it's Dallas with it. Washington a screen. Thompson outside. Washington a screen. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Oh, stolen by Turner. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Turner's got 10 points in just the second half. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Christie. Back to Williams. Here's Christie. He's guarded by Nembhard. Here's Marshall. Stolen by Siakam. Nembhard with it. Halliburton with the ball. Williams defending. Turner for 3. Williams grabs the board. It's stolen away. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. 3-pointer, Halliburton. Offensive rebound. Outside Nesmith. Jacks up a 3. Here's Turner. Count it.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And Dallas calls time here. They're down by 4. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Come on now. Even with the size disadvantage, he comes up big. And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
2 shots.
That's off as well, so he misses both. He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Well, in a game this tight, you can't overlook how important those free throws could be.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
What you want is to create a clean, high percentage look, if that's at all possible.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Siakam. Halliburton for three. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so it's the Mavericks who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up.
We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves facing the Indiana Pacers. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Pass to Conley. Down low. Turner with the steal. And now Siakam pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Got a piece of it. That one good for two. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Shot clock at 5. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
A nice shot by Naismith.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. It's a 3-point game. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Siakam hits them both. After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam, Clark, has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets. he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
They've been looking at a sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Now here's Conley. And there's the drive. He gets that one.
Everything Conley does out there is purposeful.
Pass to Turner. Indiana moving it around. Drills it from outside. Siakam's got 7 points in the game.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Haliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Oh, here's Edwards. They get it back. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards with it. Gobert down low. Oh, here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Here's McConnell. Pass to Turner. Here's Nembhard. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Timberwolves trail by 9. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And Minnesota has possession. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Edwards looking it over. And Edwards slams it in.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
One of these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Out to Conley. Goes back up. The Pacers pull it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Back to Siakam. Good on the three-point shot. Siakam's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Indiana.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack.
To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And right there, you see the impact of Siakam's length. So tough to defend once he gets to his spots.
Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smith, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
There's Siakam after the basket by Minnesota. Pass to McConnell. And here is Toppin. That three off the mark. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Boy, the upside DiVincenzo has is obvious. I mean, now it's up to him to continue working on his game and keep getting better.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Timberwolves trailed by 7. Randall right side. Nifty move. And Randall throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Indiana leading by 6. Outside Mathurin. Pass to McConnell. Stolen by Reed. To the middle. Here's Alexander Walker. And a missed layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Siakam's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 6. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And here is DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's Reed. The layup missed. Mathurin for 3. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Pacers out in front, up 6. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching
16.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside Edwards. Edwards at the rim.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go.
Edwards flexing on them now. Bully ball inside.
Minnesota making a switch. Pacers leading by 3. Back to Halliburton. Now Shepherd off on the layup. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Edwards. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Bennedict Mathurin.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
That one drops. He ties it up. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
From deep, Walker. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Edwards and what a sweet jam by Edwards.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Mathurin, good.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Alexander Walker's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. It's good.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, that is anything but your run-of-the-mill dunk there. I mean, that is a showstopper.
You know, that was straight out of the dunk contest. Double clutches and powers down.
Whoa! Big time!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Edwards getting the close range, too.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Pacers trailed by 8. Pass to Shepherd. From outside the arc, Indiana again missing. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Now here's Turner. Indiana again missing. Conley into the lane. Count it, good. Conley's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Terrific body control by Randall, an and one machine.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Pacers trailed by 13. Outside Turner. Here's Halliburton. And that time, also a missed shot. 1:46 left to play here in the second quarter. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers' Clark maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Outside Conley. Pass to DiVincenzo. Clock is at 3. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the game.
DiVincenzo with the nice touch on the inside shot. Boy, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Conley gets the bucket.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So both teams making some changes here.
Right there!
30 seconds left in the first half of the game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And this is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them. Pacers trailed by 19. Here's Nembhard. The teardrop falls in.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists like that will make the defense think twice about how they're going to defend him.
Pass to McDaniels. From deep three-point territory. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Here's Nembhard. Buries the long-range jumper. Nembhard's got 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Pass to Siakam. Misses the 3. Timberwolves leading by 14.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Anthony Edwards.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Pass to Nembhard. The tray. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 8.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Halliburton. And the 3 off target. Edwards with it. Halliburton picks him up. Oh, he misses the dunk. Pacers trailed by 16. Pass to Nembhard. And here is Siakam. Now, here's Nesmith. Indiana moving it around. The shot by Turner, no good. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Edwards. Over in the corner, Randall. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Timeout.
Randall's got 8.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Edwards drives in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Cloak loose.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Connects from 3-point range. Nembhard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Indiana. Outside Edwards. Siakam pulls it in. And so Siakam will bring it up for Indiana. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Nembhard's got 9 points here in the second half.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And Conley's so good at running the offense. Does a nice job hitting guys in their spots.
Nesmith. And a miss there on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Randall outside. Pass to Conley. McDaniels gets a wide open look. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Pacers trail by 17. Here's Nembhard. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Nembhard's got 17 now.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
From past the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Turner with the steal. Randall with some nice D. Minnesota leading by 14. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Edwards with it. He's got 36. Randall outside. Has to Gobert. Out to Edwards. The rebound by Turner. Here's Indiana now. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's Toppin. Buries it from 3-point range. Toppin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And that one drops for him. Edwards got 13 points in the second half.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
And it's Conley penetrating. Pass to Edwards. .56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Good work there as it goes. Reeves got his first bucket in this one.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Timberwolves leading by 14. Pops in the layup for two. Edwards got 42 in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And it goes down 2 points.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Now here's Edwards. And he has 42. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Toppin, no one around him. And the Pacers can't get it to go. One-on-one fast break. Toppin with the steal. He gets it up. He doesn't hit that one. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Timberwolves lead by 14. And time for... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's Edwards on the wing. And finished off by Edwards.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
Pass to Halliburton. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Oh!
Mercy, mercy me. Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
And it's Halliburton missing. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's an 18-point lead.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Pass to Toppin. Indiana moving the ball around. Mathurin for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
He'll mix one in here and there. Mathurin stretches the floor that way, making the defense respect his 3 ball.
Count the basket.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Edwards. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Pacers trailed by 16. Pass to Walker. There's the 3. That shot is off. And the Timberwolves with possession here. And the foul on Jarris Walker. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And Edwards with the stuff.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
So
so many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Clark outside. They get the rebound. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Pacers with the rebound. Inside. Here's Walker. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
And here is Clark. Over in the corner, Edwards. Clark outside. Good on the triple. Clark's got his first 3 points of the game.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pacers trailed by 13. Siakam's shot is off. Outside for Halliburton. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Goes up on the wing. Right wing. From deep. Mr. Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. And it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Here's Halliburton. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10. Timberwolves leading by 14. Pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Now Turner. Halliburton outside. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Halliburton's got 11 in the second half. Randall outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Outside for Randall. To the left side wing. Here's Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
Pass to Turner. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep. Always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Edwards. Oh, that was terrific.
Man, my goodness.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Minnesota leading by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Timberwolves.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win. .44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Gobert.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Outside Edwards. And it's sent back by Turner. This one for three. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. High post, Gobert. To the wing right side. Takes the three. No good on the shot. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them.
We've got the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Here we go. And it's the Suns to start out. Outside Booker. He takes it in. Rebound, the Lakers.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Devin Booker is a two-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a three-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
And so here's Phoenix. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Back to Richards. Pass to Bowl. Fires for three. Oh, my goodness! He'll go chance at a 4-point play. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith. Phoenix shooting their first free throw in this game. And Los Angeles making a change here. And Bull, no good on that one. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Outside Vanderbilt. Now here's Doncic. Yep, that one goes. Doncic has gotten his second bucket.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
Right side Vanderbilt. And here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and let you hear about it.
And Durant gets it to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
This one for three. Richards pulls it in. And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside Bull. Shot from the wing. Three-pointer. Durant's shot is off. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Durant with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. And Durant with the big finish.
Kevin Durant making you pay on the interior. Look out around the rim.
Here's Doncic. And here's Connect outside. Richards pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. The Suns making a switch here. Lakers trail by 4. Doncic outside. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Three-pointer. Beal. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Doncic outside. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Doncic has got 8.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Back to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
They see the attention Luka draws. That's why his teammates get so many wide open looks.
Pass to Durant. From deep. The offensive rebound. Takes a 3. Sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And it's Doncic on the drive. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. He's got 10.
A dribble drive by Luka Doncic isn't about speed. It is about craftiness. This guy is so smart.
And the Lakers with possession here, trailing by 5. Well, Doris, you look back over the history of the NBA, hard to find a better scorer than KD.
Oh, B.A., he is unequivocally on the short list of the greatest scorers the league has ever seen. You think about guys